What's going on, guys? This is Meaty. We have the meats. Sorry if I might sound a little bit gassed. I just finished a shadow boxing workout. But today, I wanted to tell you guys about a funny story about degeneracy, my first time getting drunk when I was 14 years old. Now, I say degeneracy because, in my opinion, 14 is a really young age to try alcohol or get drunk for the first time. Maybe some of you were younger when you tried it, but I think probably most people were older. I don't know. Let me know in the comments if you'd like to share how old you were when you first drank. I'm curious to hear if you want to share that. But there's more to just drinking in this story, so let's get into it. So on this day, it was a Friday after high school, if I remember correctly. But it was a nice day out. It was definitely a nice day out. It was in the beginning of the school year. I was a freshman at a new school, and I was hanging out with a bunch of friends from my last school. One of them, Seabone, I think was in my new current school with me. We were at my boy Colombian's crib. He didn't go to this new school. He went to a different school, but I knew him from my middle school. And we were probably like 3 or 4 heads deep. Most of these guys weren't in my usual squad, but I knew all of them, and we were chill. The layout of Colombian's backyard, it was actually pretty sweet. He had a big backyard with a trampoline and a basketball hoop out front. There was a nice table in the back too with some chairs that we could all chill and bull at when we weren't like playing football in the back or on the trampoline. So me and the boys are chilling, thinking of something that we could get into. I don't remember why, but eventually one of us comes across a bottle of Grey Goose inside in his parents' liquor cabinet. Maybe we were raiding his family's kitchen, actually, something we did from time to time. He nor his mother were very fond of this process. Basically, what would happen is one of us would just scream out, "Raid the kitchen!" And we would all run into the kitchen and grab whatever food and drinks or whatever snacks from the cabinets. Yeah, maybe we weren't the best guests, but this could be how we came across this vodka. So Colombian gives us the go-ahead, and we bring it outside. We bring out the bottle outside. Probably important to mention that we had the free crib. No one was home, or so we thought at least. Anyway, we all take a shot, and for some reason, I wanted to drink the most. The boys were egging me on, too. So I ended up taking around like 3 shots, which might not sound like a lot, but trust me, it definitely was. Keep in mind, I was a small kid, like 14 years old, probably weighing in at about 120 pounds. Basically a girl. This was also my first time drinking, as the title mentions, and there's a good chance I had an empty stomach, because I didn't tend to eat a lot back in these days. After taking these shots, we leave the bottle on the table outside, and that's probably important later on in the story, but we decide to hop on the trampoline. Most of my friends here either had drank before, they were bigger than me, or they didn't drink as much as me, so I was definitely the drunkest one there. Man, I was feeling good though, and they could definitely see it based on my movements. I was falling over on the trampoline. I was having a blast, dude. The boys start messing with me, pushing me all over the place, pushing me around. I was in the middle of the trampoline, and whenever I would get up and go next to one of them, they would just shove me, and I would either fall over or bump into somebody else who would just do the same thing and shove me. And we were all having a great time. They were all just pushing me around. I was laughing, drunk, enjoying myself. But then Colombian's grandpa, who I know him because I'm close to their family. Me and Colombian go way back. He comes outside and he sees the liquor bottle on the table. So I guess he came home while we were outside. I don't really know. Like I said, we thought we had the free crib, so he probably just came home while we were outside. So I go with Colombian to say hi, and his grandpa could definitely see that I'm drunk based on how I'm moving, and he knows what's going on because he was like standing right next to the liquor bottle. And he pulls Colombian aside. He wasn't too happy, but he's super chill nonetheless, and didn't tell my parents about me drinking. They wouldn't have been happy, or he didn't even tell Colombians for that matter. Now, whenever I see his grandpa, he always thinks of that situation when he sees me, and me and him have a good laugh. That was like years ago, at least 6 years ago. Overall, though, this was definitely a good day. Even though I was probably too young to be drinking. Please don't listen to this and think, oh, maybe me and my boys should raid our parents' liquor cabinet, especially if you're young. But if you do, obviously you might not listen to me. But if you do, definitely don't drink more than 3 shots, even if you think you're bigger than I was that age. I've had quite a few bad experiences with alcohol since this event and don't really recommend drinking too much. But thanks for listening to this, and yeah, I'm curious to know how old other people were when they had their first drink, so comment that if you'd like. Peace out, meats.